panelists.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I present.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. Sorry, today I'm presenting a case report on conjunctival malignant melanoma. Sorry, my slides are not moving. One second.
Just have one single click on anywhere of the slide.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it is going now.
Yeah, thank you, sir. The purpose of this presentation was to report a rare case of conjunctival malignant melanoma and its treatment outcome. So conjunctival malignant melanoma, I'll be abbreviating as CMM. It is a rare but potentially life-threatening cancerous growth of the eye. It arises from the melanocytes amongst the basal cells of the conjunctival epithelium. It's quite an uncommon tumor and comprises of 2% of all the eye tumors and 5% of the melanomas in ocular region and 0.25% of melanomas overall. So the overall incidence is quite rare. It's 0.24 to 0.8 cases per million. Usually, it is first identified clinically around puberty or earlier adulthood, and it can arise in any region of conjunctiva, and most commonly the perilimbal bulbar conjunctiva. But in rare cases, it can extend into globe and orbit also. So clinical metastasis usually occurs first to the lymph nodes, that is the preauricular and the mandibular lymph nodes in about 45 to 60% cases with regional metastasis. So tissues most commonly affected by metastasis are lung, liver, brain, skin, and bone. Here I'm presenting a case of a 29-year-old male who presented with swelling in the left eye near the medial canthus since 7 years. So this swelling suddenly, it was initially a pinhead size and it progressed to the current size, which I'll be showing in the next picture. It was painless and there was no sudden change in the size or the color. So the associated complaints of this patient was continuous redness and watering and intermittently since 3 months, and it was not responsive to any treatment. He didn't present with any history of anorexia or weight loss. The patient was moderately built and nourished and conscious to time, place, and person, very well cooperative, and no other systemic abnormality found other than the hyperpigmented plaques and macules that were seen on the left lateral aspect of neck, clavicle, forearm, and palms. Head posture was erect, ocular posture was asymmetrical. As we can see, there is an exotropia here and due to mechanical restriction. Visual axes were not parallel and facial symmetry was symmetrical. So elevation, depression were restricted and there was, there were restriction in the movement. On anterior segment, there was a 4.4 to 4.4 by 5.6 millimeters of single black colored mass that was noted arising from the bulbar conjunctiva to the medial canthus. Medial to the medial canthus, it was firm in consistency, not mobile. At irregular edges, no tenderness or pulsations were noted. Otherwise, the anterior segment was normal. So surgically, this patient was managed. There was left eye wide excision of the mass was done with clear margins, followed by a 360-degree cryoablation around the margins and the base of the lesion. This was followed by amniotic membrane graft that was done. All of this was done under local anesthesia. So the first picture shows the wide excision of the mass, and it was taken out in toto, followed by cryoablation of the clear margins and the base of the lesion. And this was followed by amniotic membrane grafting. So this patient was prescribed topical steroids and antibiotic combination, and the mass was sent for histopathology. This is the post-operative picture, and the mechanical restriction on the medial side was also reduced in the left eye. On histopathology, numerous melanophages and macrophages infiltrating 5 mm of substantia propria were noted. According to AJCC, that is American Joint Committee on Cancer Classification of the Conjunctival Malignant Melanoma, it was T2C, which is less than or equal to 1 quadrant and any caruncular involvement at all. So coming to the discussion, the CMM is a rare tumor with an increasing incidence. Thorough history should be performed and including details of sun exposure.
Madam, your time's up, madam. Please conclude the presentation.
Yes. In all cases should be referred to oncologist for detection of systemic metastasis. This patient was eventually also consulted on whether to note for any changes in the other plaques that were present on his body. Thank you.
Doctor, what will be the indications of exenteration for melanoma, conjunctival melanoma?
Ma'am, if it is involving the orbit, ma'am, then, and if it is local, if it is malignant, if it infiltrates the substantia propria, it can invade if it's affecting the vision, and if it is gone into the orbit, then we'll have to do the exenteration.
What is your follow-up on this case?
Ma'am, unfortunately, we were not able to follow up this patient after the initial first few weeks of follow-up. The graft was well accepted by the patient, but then the patient didn't show up.
The
So we had
mass was not large enough to produce restriction, and it was not even adherent to the sclera.
Medially, it was restricted, ma'am.
But the post-surgery picture that you showed was at such an angle. That's not the way you should be taking pictures.
Yes, ma'am. We realized that later. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry about that.